Hi guys, it's Bren and I'm here with my fourth 2016 Bath & Body Works Winter Test Candle Review. 4 out of 8. We are just rolling right through them. And this time it is for Maple Cinnamon Pancakes. So, okay, this is in the Christmas Tree Lid Collection, by the way, with the frosted glass. I will probably repeat a little bit of what I said in my haul video just to kind of preface this. So sometimes I'll purchase candles because I want to review them, and it's not something that I necessarily think I love. I don't know if I've ever bought anything that I straight out hate just to review it, but sometimes I know that I probably wouldn't buy it normally for myself, but I buy it because it has a lot of buzz or it's new and people are excited about it and I want to review it. That's definitely the case here. I don't really love like sickening sweet scents. I don't like maple. And I usually don't like caramel. It has to be done right. Caramel scents are okay, like Cider Lane I like, if it's balanced with some apple or something else so that it's not too sweet. But those intensely sweet scents like cinnamon caramel swirl, pumpkin pecan waffles, I generally stay away from those. And maple, I just flat out don't like at all. So I wasn't expecting to like this scent. When I went into the store and I smelled it, right away, I knew that it was something that I'd smelled before. I knew it was a repackage, and I immediately walked over to the fall section and grabbed Cinnamon Caramel Swirl because that was the first thing I thought that maybe it was a repackage of, because it's very, very, very caramely. And that one's sweet and this one's very sweet. But side by side, they were not the same. In fact, if you can believe it, this one was a lot sweeter and more caramely than Cinnamon Caramel Swirl. So I bought it anyway, against my better judgment, because I wanted to be able to review it. I wanted to be part of the conversation about it. And on the way home, I had a long drive, so I was reaching into the passenger seat smelling my candles, and I smelled this one again, and that's when it just hit me that this was Pumpkin Caramel Latte from past years. So Pumpkin Caramel Latte obviously usually comes out in the fall. This fall, it didn't come out. Last fall, it was a White Barn exclusive. But I think like the past at least 2 years before that, it came out as a regular fall release. Thing is, I hadn't burned it in so long, and I think that I probably burned it 3 years ago and returned it because I didn't like it. So that's my scent memory of it, and generally I have a really good scent memory. I mean, I don't like to gloat, but I think it serves me well in this line of hobby. But I couldn't be positive, but that's what I thought. So right about the time that I come to this realization, as I'm driving home, I make a pit stop and I check Instagram, and Sean, Hearth and Soul, has posted a picture of this candle. So I asked him, do you think that it reminds you of Pumpkin Caramel Latte? And he didn't think so, or he didn't really know, but he said that the Bronze blogger on Instagram had asked him the same exact question. And that's when I knew I was onto something, because someone else completely independent of myself also made the same comparison. And a little bit later, Jen, the show 78 on Instagram, we all know and love her, she said that she had heard that from a couple people, including Touch the Fire Twice here on YouTube. He made the same comparison as well, and he kind of had the same experience as me. If you'll watch his video, he says he couldn't put his finger on it. He knew it was something, and then it just hit him, Pumpkin Caramel Latte. So a little bit later, Jen sent me this picture. She was able to do what I wasn't able to do, which is why I couldn't confirm it myself. I didn't have a Pumpkin Caramel Latte to smell it next to, but she did, and she said, hey, trust your gut, because I think this is the same thing too. So likely, I think we can say for sure now that this is a repackage of Pumpkin Caramel Latte. But the scent notes are, on this version, warm maple syrup, fluffy buttermilk pancakes, and fresh ground cinnamon. And that's pretty much all a bunch of malarkey. You could, I guess, interpret the super sweetness as maple. But to me, it's more just like a really, really, really sweet caramel. Very, very sweet. I can't stress that enough. So yeah, maybe some people will think that that's maple, but nothing about it screams maple more than super sweet caramel to me. There really is hardly any spice at all. So cinnamon, I think, is BS, and there's no bakery note. So pancakes, it's all just for, I don't know, a cute name, or they're trying to make you think about pancakes when you're burning it, but you don't actually get that at all. To be honest with you, I think now Pumpkin Caramel Latte never smelled like a latte, and I remember everyone saying that back in the day. But I think I would actually get more of like a coffee scent from this than a cinnamon or a maple or a pancake scent. I think if you go really deep and you beyond the super sickening sweet caramel scent, something in the background is a little bit kind of bitter, like coffee. And so maybe, I mean, but it's latte the same way that like marshmallow pumpkin latte is latte, which is to say less than 1%. This is mainly just a caramel scent and a very, very, very sweet one. So again, it's not for me at all. However, I think that if you are a big fan of cinnamon caramel swirl or pumpkin pecan waffles, not from this year, but past years, and you love that super intense sweet type of scent, then this might be right up your alley. It is strong, of course. The ones that I don't like are always the strong ones. I'm going to go ahead and say 9 on strength and throw. This is one that is going to give you a headache, and the reason I haven't burned it a whole lot is because I don't really like it, but also it's so intense that as soon as it pulls out, I have to kind of put it out. I think if you liked the scent, that wouldn't be the case, but it's strong and it kind of hangs around for a while too. You'll burn this, go to work, come home, you'll still be able to smell it. So it's strong. I have not had any performance issues. Actually, this one's burned really, really well for what I have burned of it because I haven't had to trim it, but it has pulled out really nicely. So I don't know, guys. Again, I don't mean to knock it because it's just not my thing. And if you like those super, super sweet scents, then get yourself one of these. It'll be interesting to see if this passes test. Obviously, I don't really care if it does or not. I wish I could go back in time and swap this out for another peach meringue. But it'll just be interesting for me to see if it does or not. I don't know. Now, I'm thinking about maybe returning this one, which will be interesting if I do because I'm going to walk into a local Bath and Body Works with a Christmas candle that you can only get in like completely different states. And I'll have to preface it by saying, like, I got this in Ohio where they have Christmas candles, but they said I could return it anywhere. And it would be interesting to see what the reaction is. So I may just do it just to see. I've never returned a test candle before, but that's how much I dislike this one. I don't know. We'll see, I'll let you know if I do though, and I'll let you know what happens. Anyway, that's all I have to say about maple cinnamon pancakes. I'll be back. I've got 4 more, so subscribe, stay tuned, and in the meantime, you can follow me on Instagram at Candles and Music. Bye guys, thanks for watching.